Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube again. Today, lovely weather, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to get it out of the way first. I'm going to do sack toss first, and then I'm going to do some incline bench, and it's like a close grip board bench. I'll give you more details about it when I do it, why I do it, what it helps me with. Because often I have put posts up over the years on Instagram, Facebook. People don't quite understand the concept of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So today I'm going to explain that concept, and it's something I've done for probably about 8 years. And I'm not a bad presser, am I? So it has to work, I guess, to some degree. But yeah, today I just wanted to do sack toss first. It's raining, it's forecast even worse rain, so come out here, get it done. With the bags obviously being made of sand, I've got like an 18 kilo bag that's already wet. It's probably going to get more wet, so my plan is to just every 30 seconds throw it over, try and get 10 or 15 throws in, maybe more, we'll see, and just try and throw it as high as I can. And we'll throw it over that obviously, but the plan is to try and get it as high as I can, get it done and over with in 10 minutes. And then I don't get too cold stood out here between my sets either. So we'll set that up on my phone with that app that I showed you on one of my last videos. So I do that for 10 minutes, that's 20 reps. It's more than enough. So all you guys that follow Brian Shaw when he's in Colorado and his sunshine throwing his sacks over this, think of me in the rain and walking. Right, that's my sack toss done. So now I'm going to do incline. I do different phases with my incline. I do it at 45 degrees, so if you put to the side, so like I can press from there, and I can always get it on my chest, and then when I get to the point where I've had enough of that height, I move it up, and then sometimes press off a pin, just because I can't get the bar quite to my chest. And having a pin press actually makes it harder anyway, because the weight's dead stop. So I'll probably be doing that in a few weeks' time, because my incline at this is getting quite close to my best. My best is 230. Probably good for about 220 right now. The aim today is try and do 220 if it's in me, and then next week I'm up here and on the pin presses, and I'll start the whole process again. But, you know, some people ask me about the different heights. That height is probably the best height to train at. It's probably like 60-70%, 60-70 degrees, sorry, not percent. And that has a best carryover for your overhead, because when you're overhead, you obviously got back, and your back torso angle is usually about 65-70 degrees. So that's the best carryover. Start warming up. As you can see throughout this video, it's quite nice. This particular day of the week, I have a group of people locally come in and train. You might recognise a few of them. Yeah, so it's usually quite a good atmosphere on a Thursday afternoon. People are slowly starting to commute to come to the gym now. So it's nice. It's nice having more people around doing some big lifting. I'll either do this for a single or set of 3. I would just like to hit at the end of like what I've done this for a few weeks. I want to try and hit 220 and then I'll lift the bench up like I explained and start pressing at a higher angle just for a different stimulus. But yeah, like in my head and the way I always explain this, it's like almost like a rest day. There's still a lot of weight in the body. It's the unrack really that's getting. I'm just going to see if someone can try and help me unrack this. Right, so in the end I did what I wanted to do, 220 incline. During the warm-ups it was feeling really poor. As I'd mentioned, my back is pretty tired. The whole purpose of today's session really is to try and give my lower back some rest, just because of how my week rolls out with all the event training I do. So like today's just basically rest my back day. But incline, when it starts to get heavy, you know, when you're unracking it, you know, if I'm tired in the back, it's a bit harder. So I got a lift off, and it made a world of difference. So I was then able to hit the 220 I wanted to hit. My press is feeling really strong. I think next week what I'm going to do is increase the angle of the bench and start pressing the pin a little bit. And then do a block of that and see how that goes. Hopefully we'll be able to get a session in showing you me doing that. Now I'm moving on to the board press. I've actually just got a new block given to me to try. It's actually attached to the bar itself rather than going under my shirt. We'll see how that goes. If I don't like it, I'll go back to the old one, which is this. Very similar thing. Obviously one under my shirt, one's on there. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is my grip. I try and have it so it's more like perpendicular to the floor. So perpendicular, obviously the floor's flat, 90 degrees. So my aim is when I'm lying down, my arms to be 90 degrees pressing. So when I bring it down to the block, there's very little actual shoulder rotation movement there. If I want to get the bar to my chest, you see how my shoulders are struggling. Obviously if I bring my grip out it'd help, but I'm just too tight, and when I'm dealing with weights it's like over a quarter of a ton. I need that block, I need to protect my shoulder. It's about improving my lockout and my triceps. It's not about a big bench essentially. I've done a big bench, and what was quite interesting is that the range of motion in my bench press when I did 280 is actually the same as the range of motion as when I do the block, if not actually slightly less. So my range of motion with what I'm doing with the block press is actually further than when I used to train bench press for powerlifting. Awesome. Right guys, so that's my session done. Went to plan. I managed to get the 220 incline and the 272 close grip board press, which was quite hard. I'm going to back off now. I've done a couple of heavy ones a few weeks in a row, so I'll probably end up doing some speed work on that for the next few weeks, give myself a bit of a rest. But you know, it went really well. As explained, that works well for me because, as you saw on the 272, as it slows down and I've got to fight it, that's all triceps. You know, because of the way I'm pressing it as well. My elbows are tucked in a bit rather than flared out, so it's using less pecs and shoulders. It's all predominantly really triceps. My best on that ever is 280 kilos, so I'm very, very close to that. And that was probably when, you know, I was training for the 230 log like last year. So my pressing's in a good place, so I can at least maintain that now and not stress over that too much. And then the sack toss earlier on, I just had to do what I had to do. The weather's awful, bag was wet, so I did 20 reps in 10 minutes every 30 seconds. Sometimes it's just good to get in and get a bit of volume. At least I've done it, I've ticked the box. When it's a bit better, nicer weather, hopefully I can set it up with a bit better bags. But yeah, sometimes we just have to improvise. That's life. So no, thanks for watching. I hope it's been, again, informative for you guys. I can't always help it, even without trying. I'll always give tips. I've done this sport now for 11 years. Numerous injuries myself, learned all sorts of tricks and tips, so thanks for the support, thanks for following, thanks for the comments, and for those of you that are not subscribed, please subscribe, it means a lot. So thank you and see you in the next video.